about veterans. And my nonprofit is always remembering veterans. So what we do here is we go around and letting veterans know that they are truly not forgotten. So today we get to honor one of our own crossing guards here. And in these times right now, I'll tell you what, our kids are everything. And as I was talking to one of our guys here, I said, ultimately, we can stop a shooting. Ultimately, maybe we can make a good difference in those kids' lives. So it's sometimes not all the money we can make because Lord knows, hey, we don't work sometimes. But it's for what we do in these little kids' lives. So I'd like to say a little prayer here. And so uncover. Lord, you know how deep a warrior's wounds go. You know the loss that many of our veterans in body and soul. You know the memories that haunt them and the scars that many of them continue to carry. Please bring healing to the veterans who still hurt. Please bring wisdom to those around who cannot understand but sometimes help with the healing process. Please supply both natural and supernatural medicine to their wounds. So, today, Mike, Barney, come on up here, brother. Canary, you, yes, you. That's right.
Just so you all know, it's Canary.
Canary! Gotcha.
I think my car's yellow.
So,
You're out of your mind, brother.
so you were nominated by Angela. She saw all your dedication, all your hard work. So I said, so Angela, tell me a little bit about this. Tell me a little bit about this war hero here. She goes, well, every time I ask him, he tells me if I tell you, I have to kill you, and you sign my paycheck. So I said, all right, fair enough. Iraqi war veteran. He served in Germany, and he lived in Florida. He also served in Florida too. In Florida. Michael's one of my employees. He has shared some stories with me over the years. From what I gather, he was an interrogator. And again, sometimes we can't talk about our jobs, but you can get the gist of things. Mike moved his family here to Lancaster because it's most closely resembled Germany. When he was stationed there for many years, Mike suffers from many injuries. Not just PTSD and not just many body wounds, but sometimes it's a population of a lot. So due to his PTSD, there's a lot of trust issues. I know, because I'm 100% service connected and I deal with a lot of that myself. So I like to get to these little gatherings and hopefully can show how we care. Mike, I want to recognize Mike for his sacrifice to his country, to himself, and those sacrifices were not in vain. I found out his father, also a veteran, was dying, and this was back in the day, Mike. We were heading to you, and that's when everything had started. So, I'd like to thank you all for being the best part of the crossing guard, and that's under the East Coast side. So thank you. That's right. And we are here to present Michael Canary, who served in the Army, a blanket of honor. Michael served his country honorably and faithfully. And I said, his love of service didn't stop when he got out. Didn't stop when he had his mom and dad. Still doesn't stop now. So as we wrap this blanket around you, let it be known that you are never alone. And as long as we exist, we will always be ready to comfort you and honor you. We are brothers and sisters in arms. And for your service, you shall not be forgotten. Truly. Just like the threads in these blankets are woven together, we are woven together in that same fashion. We have a bond that no one can break. Know that there are less than 3% that have served this great nation, and we are here to thank you for that commitment. So again, we thank you for your outstanding sacrifices. We thank you for your commitment. And most of all, we thank you for your love of country and family. And you know what? For this kind of occasion, we thank you for the love of church. In closing, I'd like to say, Jesus said, A new commandment I give you. Love one another as I have loved you. So you must go out and love one another. Now, at the end of any good presentation, when it came to the military would always have their ceremony at the end. And exactly. And there'd be those cornmongers out there, which I was never one, but I always had my hand out ready to salute. But the proper way to get a coin was in your hand. And then he'd go up and he'd shake your hand and he'd go, Roger that, Sergeant or Sergeant First Class. Give you a little salute there. And he'd give you your certificate. Remembering that day of honorable service. And then he handed you your and then
It's already up there.
Your orders. Continue your service of selflessness.
That is awesome.
Thank you for your service. Welcome to the family. Anything you'd like to say?
I love you all very much.